on my way to Birmingham International for UK Games Expo 2017. I'm so excited! Hi guys, today I'm at the UK Games Expo 2017 at the Birmingham NEC, which is now in its 11th year. Wow. So I will be finding my top 5 board games, and that is my mission today. So I will be hopefully interviewing some of the creators and designers of my top 5 board games and hopefully testing them out. So, are you ready? Let's see what we can find. Follow me. Come on, hurry up! What are you waiting for? Picked up my passes. I'm so excited. It's gonna open any minute now. I've just met Lucas, who is from Switzerland, and he's come for the UK Games Expo. And I'm just going to ask him a few questions. How far have you travelled?
Well, I travelled from Switzerland by plane, so I arrived yesterday.
What are you here for?
I'm here for the European Championship in X-Wing miniatures game.
What is that?
Well, it's a miniature strategy game. Basically, you fight with little spaceships.
Cool. Thank you.
I know it's not I think having this is...
Oh, it's just you sit aside like that, honey. Good girl. Alright, now take some dice from this thing. And grab some from the other as well. You're going to double roll, okay? So some in this hole and some in this hole at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go! Plenty of ways to the left side.
Sorry.
And then what you do is you pick them all up, shake them up and roll them and you get to tell a story. Okay. So you can take 3 for the beginning, middle and end, or you can make a character out of 3 and tell a story from the rest. It's completely up to you. So do you want to give it a go?
Yeah. Okay. So
what have you got?
Once there was a light up fly who met a dragon. They both went shopping together and bought milk, flour and baked beans and butter. Then Mama Moomin cooked a meal out of that and a gremlin came and ate it. The gremlin went back to the forest in his castle and let off a firework. And then he had a cup of tea. The end.
Oh, that's a great story. That's great.
I want to play again. That's really fun.
So you can play another movements one, or we've got different sets over there. We've got a base one, and then there's these smaller ones. So what's this one? Clues. So you can make a mystery story out of it.
Once there was 2 upset people who were being questioned in jail. Then they were both in jail because none of them owned up. So they made a fire and put the fire in a lantern, and then they put the lantern in their suitcase and wrote a form. The form was to a professor with a top hat who loved candles. The end.
Oh, you missed one. You missed one.
And the candle was the cake. No. And the candles that he loved, they came with a penknife. The end.
And that could be how they got him out. You've got it all figured out. That's what happened. They lit the candle with a penknife in it. Genius.
One of the founders of UK Games Expo. She's kindly taken some time out of her hectic schedule to have a quick chat. How did the idea of the event come about?
Well, my dad and his friends go to this event in Germany called Essenspiel, which is the biggest game show in the whole world. And apparently he went over with his friends and he came back and he said to my mom, "Oh, it's such a shame that there isn't something like that in the UK." and then he just thought he'd try and do a little event first. So it started off at the Clarendon Suites, round the corner, not too far away from here. But within the first hour, they'd run out of water bottles, they ran out of all the food because they got that much interest in it. And it's just built up and up over the years. And now obviously it's in the NEC, in 2 of the halls, and has events in the Hilton Hotel as well. So it's just built to a really big point now. And it all just came about because he really wanted there to be events over in the UK like there is in Germany. So that's how it came about.
What are the highlights for you this weekend?
Well, this weekend is probably a lot of the events that are on. One of my favourite events is called the Dark Room. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's run by a guy called John Robertson, and we found him up at Edinburgh Fringe Festival. And he does this event which is basically a live video game, how they used to be when they were text-based video games. And what you do is you'll go in the room, he switches off the lights so you're in a dark room, and the audience controls the game, and it's like a comedy video game originals type of thing. So that's something I'm looking forward to a lot. But it's also nice seeing the cosplayers walk around, all the people in different costumes, because I think some of them are so impressive over here. So I just like to look at the cosplayers a lot of the time.
Someone tapped me on my back and I looked around and it was like this beast and I was frightened.
Yeah, some of them are really impressive, but I'm used to them now. I think the first couple of years it was a bit whoa, because I was so much younger then. But I think I was 9 the first year of it, because it's on its 11th year now and I'm 20 now. So I just did face paint and stuff the first year and had to walk around with my face painted. But this year obviously I'm more busy now.
Any recommendations of things to check out?
Okay, well at the expo, apart from all of the stands that you can see around here, where obviously you can play games for free as well as buying them, there are all the events. I know this year there's a concert on by a classical group. It's basically, you know, role-playing games where people have a whole storyline and everything. They have made lots of music for role-playing games that play in the background of them. So they're doing a live concert this year for people who want to go along to it. So that will be a lot of fun, something to check out. There's also things like the cosplay parade where they'll all walk around together and you'll see them all. They'll have a competition. And also, I think one of my favourite bits is the awards on the Sunday, because you can go around and vote for your favourite games if they've entered the competition, and then you have the awards of who's won various things like best family game, most creative game, best historic game, all those kind of things. So that's good to check out if you're trying to find a good game to try.
What's your favourite board game of all time?
Oh gosh, I feel like if I didn't mention my dad's games he'd be a bit disappointed in me. But my favourite board game, I quite like. Have you ever played Pandemic at all? Pandemic is this board game where basically you and the other players are fighting against the game to stop the world being destroyed by diseases, and like an epidemic has broken out and you're trying to find the cures. And that's quite fun because you're working together but you can't control how the game affects you. So it makes the whole team thing more of a good thing to try. Because in general I quite like playing on my own and trying to beat my friends, but that's quite a good game if you want a team game for everyone to join in with. But my dad's games that I have to demonstrate, I do actually enjoy them quite a lot as well, so I'm not being biased there. On the walls here is 9 Worlds, which is a game that he brought out last year. And it's basically about the 9 worlds of the Norse gods in Viking times. And you are the gods, and you're trying to take over the 9 worlds by having battles, using powers. And that's quite fun because things can get quite heated between friends if you try and, take over their worlds. But that's a good one as well, if you wanted to try and beat your friends.
Thank you for all your time. One last question. Can we play a game of rock, paper, scissors?
I'm sure we can. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Try and make it as
is to collect 15 medals answering titles of movies, TV shows and songs. So we make our way around the board. When you've collected all your medals, you can climb the red carpet, land on the winner's square, and that's the object of the game. Okay? So you roll a 3, so we go clockwise around the board. So if you go 1, 2, 3. So now you get to answer a movie. So if you load up a movie title, so we won't see it. So we'll play together. There you go. So we get a couple of guesses. Yeah, we're not going to get that, are we? That's quite a tricky one.
Pigs at the pig store.
That's a really good guess, but I don't think it's quite right.
Next one.
Oh. Go on.
Harry Potter and the philosophy.
Wow. High five.
Story. Philosophy.
You're on the same team.
Stone.
High five. Well done.
There you go. So that's three medals.
Points,
Yeah.
so
Great.
I have played the game. It is amazing. It has entered my top 5 games. I am going to get the game and unbox it at home for you to see, and hopefully you can buy it to help these guys on Kickstarter.
Hold all the colours in your hand. There should be 11 colours there. Every time a question is revealed, it will only be able to be answered by a colour. You can choose 1 colour, 2 colours, 3 colours, 4 colours, however many you want to choose. So basically, the Simpsons family car. Do you know what colour the Simpsons family car was? You're not supposed to tell me! You're supposed to put your card down. Now I know the answer and I didn't even know that. You put your card down and then you shout colour brain. Okay, and then at the end you flip it over, and if you're right, you don't win anything, but if I'm wrong, you then win. Okay, so it's about who gets it wrong. So do you want to play this one?
Yeah.
Go on. Colour brain. No, you can put yours down now.
I'm just going to do it like this.
There you go. We both, no one gets a point. You can take your colour back now. Okay, Google's logo. I have no idea, but I'm going to guess.
I'm going to guess as well.
Don't even know how many colours it has, but
I know.
I have no idea. I've put 3 colours down because I'm just going to guess. You can choose as many as you want. Are you ready? Or are you going to put another one down? You want to put 3? Maybe it's got more because you're picking more cards. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I have no idea, I just guessed. Okay, let's see what the answer was. Red. Oh my goodness, I was so close. So were you actually. Had you have just changed that to red, you would have been 5.
No,
Because you got the other 3 right. I just needed to add a green in.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do another one, yeah? Okay. Most common hair colour in the world. This is cheating because I know this answer. Ready? Oh, well done! Okay, another one. Oh, goodness gracious.
What's dandruff?
I have no idea. Let's skip that. First belt in karate. Ready? I never played karate, so just guessing. You seem to be better at this than me. The Brazilian flag.
Oh, I've forgotten about this.
I think it's this.
I know.
I think.
What's that colour?
Oh, I'm gonna guess 2.
Okay. Hopefully. Okay.
You put 3 down. I feel like I'm doing. I'm gonna put another one down just to match you. Okay, you ready? Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. I am. Oh, it is? Go on, flip your cards. Oh, it matched!
You guys were on white.
Top one of my top 5 board games. It's so cool. There's like a phrase and then you have to answer. I think this is red because it's lightsaber. Yeah, I think it's red. Let's see the answer. Green. Blue. But you should purchase it. It will be all over, everywhere, in every shop. Debenhams, John Lewis, Hamleys, Argos, and so much more. So this is part of my top 5, and hopefully I will be getting it if I find it. And yeah. Guys, I'm here to do a demo game at Flip the Script. It is a party game and it's on Kickstarter, so you should purchase it when it does come out. And it's one of my top 5 because when I was going round I saw it and it caught my eye, and it's about like picking 3 cards and then one genre and one theme. You have to create another story, and it's one of my top 5s. And yeah, Macaulay Culkin arises from the dead. And Emma Watson is walking in the fields. Macaulay Culkin, who has arisen from the dead, frightens Emma Watson. So Emma Watson goes to space, and Eddie Redmayne finds her and brings her back down, and they both get killed by Macaulay Culkin. The end.
I like it.
I'm back, and I've identified this as one of my top 5, and I'm just going to have a quick demo game with this lovely lady who is
Hello.
playing with me.
This is spaghetti, and it's a really quick dexterity game. You've got spaghetti that's made of loads of different shoelaces, and they're different sizes and different colours. And on your turn, you have 20 seconds to take as many of them out as possible without dropping the meatballs. And then the person with the most points at the end wins. Okay? Do you want to go first? So you're going to flip this over. Go. That's it. I think you're going to be better at this than I am. Okay, so your turn ends because you dropped a meatball, and then it's mine go, okay? So, put that back on. You hang on to those, because you can't have your points at the end. Oh, so annoying. Okay, it's your turn again.
Wait, do I keep this one?
Yeah, keep it. But pop that back. Switch this back over. I'm going. Oh, I'm too scared. Oh, ah. Keeping it. Switch it. Got this. She's good. I'm brave. Didn't even get it. helped me that time, I think. Oh, there you go.
You helped me as well.
I think there's going to be a clear winner here. Thanks for leaving me.
Even those, I might not be able to get them.
Yay! Okay,
I think we have a clear winner. You have all the longest ones and all the best colours. 1, 2,
16.
winner!
I'm here to chat with the founder, Yoni, who has founded Dized, a company that has been working on the app that's going to be coming out soon. And I just wanted to know more about it.
So Dized is a smart device application that teaches you how to play board games. So with the app, you can sit down with a new game, you can throw out the rule book, and just the app tells you how to play the game. Yeah.
I will definitely be getting this app.
And what's also good about the app, so not only does it teach you the whole game, it also answers your questions. So when you have that one specific rule related question, hey wait, can I do this in the game? You can ask that from the app and it tells you the answer immediately. So you really don't need to read rule books or be going online. You can just concentrate on playing the game.
So is it like robot in the app?
Sorry?
Is it like a robot but in the app?
It's a bit more than a rule book. It's like a friend at the table who already knows the game. A robot. I'm imagining I would want it to be a robot, but right now it's a smart device application. Let's say it's the brain of a robot. The only thing it's missing, it's not grabbing those physical pieces on the board and actually moving them, but it's showing everything to you as 3D animations, and it speaks to you.
So you programmed all the board games that you know onto that?
That is our ambitious goal, to have all the games on this app.
Wow.
Obviously, yes, that will take some time, but that is our goal.
Do you need permission from the companies?
Yes. And that's why we are talking with all the publishers and asking, hey, we would like to have your game on Dized. And then when they're happy with it, they say, yes, okay, here are all the graphics that we can use. We sign a contract, and then we build that content for the publishers.
Does it like mean having to keep like gain lots of information instead of the people on the app like gaining information? Like you have to put it on the app.
So yeah, so we built the tutorial, and when players play the game, they are inputting some information about what's going on in the game, so that the app knows exactly what's happening, and that's how we know which rules to teach you right now and which rules to teach you later on. So eventually you will learn all the rules, but gradually.
When you get the app,
Yes.
when you get the app, does it consider having to sign up to something?
Sorry, does it have to?
Consider signing up to something in order to have.
Right, the app is free to download, and what we're building is that the tutorials and the rule lookup tools, they are ad-based. So maybe you watch an ad video and then you can use a tutorial. But then if you sign up for a user account, then you can also get the extra content, and some of that will have a small price tag on them. So then you can have new digital mechanics, digital expansions, maybe AI players even for some games. So you can have, hey, let's have a third player on the table on Dized, and that sort of stuff. So some of that stuff might have a price tag on it, but these tutorials we want to offer for free, so players wouldn't have to pay to use them.
Okay, so thank you for the explanation.
for coming by.
Could you show me a small demonstration of the app?
Yes.
Looking like at the moment?
I can. What I'm about to show you is our prototype that we used last year. But this is already a fully functional tutorial. The only thing it doesn't yet have is the 3D animation, so we're just using images.
Welcome to the Arctic Tundra, adventurer. Get ready to battle your rivals and conquer the North Pole.
So I guess
Do you want to
this
go
is
through
like,
the setup for the game?
I guess this is like a demonstrated.
Yeah. So right now it's asking if you want to go through the setup for the game. I'm gonna skip that, and I'm also gonna mute the speaker so I can speak at the same time. But everything is there also in full voiceover. So I'm gonna skip the setup. So it's gonna ask me in the beginning, okay, how many players do we have? And let's say it's you and me playing. So we have 2 players, and there's a special rule in the game that happens when there's 2 players. So we'll do that. This is how we set up, determine the first player. And let's say you won and you're orange, I was second, I was black. And right now it tells that this game is gonna be taught to you gradually. So if somebody already knows all the rules of the game, they shouldn't be using rules that haven't been taught to everybody, just to keep it fair for everybody. And the goal of the game is to get all the meeples to North Pole, and we are good to start the game. We practically don't know any of the rules to the game, but at this point, orange player, so you can already play your first turn. So now you're locating your base camp on your on the board, and you're moving your first. Oh, whoops! Sorry, I was too quick. And you're already moving your first meeple to your base camp. The next thing you'll do is asking, do you have a card with the boot symbol? Let's say you do. If you didn't, we would teach you what would happen if you didn't have the card. But now that you do have a boot card, we don't need to teach you that yet. And through this input, we know exactly what to teach you and when. So that's how it continues. You finish your first turn, then it's my turn. And once we learn how to play our turns, it's going to give us more information about the game until all the rules have been taught. And that's how it works. I can also show you very quickly the rule lookup tool. So this is the mock-up that we've done for Bang, and rule lookup tool is basically the digital version of the rulebook. And you can either go through these graphical menus, and this all will be 3D animated as well, and you can find any rule of the game in this very easy to use guide. But the really cool thing is the search function. You can either type or use the microphone to ask any FAQ style question, and this app answers your rule related questions in a very quickly manner. So you can go back to your game quicker, and you don't need to have so many arguments with the other people at the game at the table. How does that rule work? Because you can just ask Dized. So those are the 2 aspects of tutorials and then the rule up tool. Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of finished.
Yeah.
Looks like it would take a very long time. But are you going to do things like cheats for chess?
Well, the nice thing is what we can do with the app, what we want to build is the ultimate companion app. Have a lot of different features on the app. So not only these tutorials, but also you can have your board game library on the app. You can find local people to play with. You can, for example, have a board game diary or a logbook. So when you play with your friends, you can tag your friends on it, and then basically you can look back and like, hey, we played this game 4 months ago, and I won with that amount of score or whatever. So there's gonna be a lot of like strategic guides for games and stuff like that. So yeah, there will be a lot of stuff. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm on my way back home on the train, and special shout outs to Lynn, Yono, Mick, Richard and Helen and Hannah. So I had an amazing time, and Sorry Roberto, I had a train to catch, so I didn't have time to visit your stand, but I'll email you to say hi sometime. And I set a goal to find my top 5 board games, and I accomplished it, and I will be purchasing those games and donating to those on Kickstarter, and when they come out I'll purchase them, definitely. So I will definitely be going next year, and because it's such fun and it's amazing, and you should check it out next year, because if you're into board games and tabletop games, it's for you. You'll love it there. I have to go now because I am almost home. So remember, friends, get outside and subscribe, hit the like button and comment, and you'll find lots more videos coming to you. Bye!